we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Chiefs and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Nick Bolton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, nice move. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. Rivers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On the handoff, it's Akers. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. To connect, incomplete. We'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and we go from one mat to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception of the first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 10 catches, 105 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Chiefs coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 21. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Stafford on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Rivers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And Gay knocks this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's Akers. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here's Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And a throw there down, and we go from one mat to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Gay's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, they got the turnover, and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Up to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We begin with a battle in the American Southwest. The LA Chargers making the short flight down to take on Arizona. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Kenneth Walker, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that should set them up well for the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simple routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Stafford on 3rd down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Los Angeles.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run here with Akers. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's been nothing but field goals for this offense so far, and I think this time they've said to themselves, let's put an end to that and put one in the end zone. Nice job there to pick up the conversion on 3rd down and keep this drive moving.
From the red zone now, Stafford. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a run with Akers. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now it's Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get it.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm, because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, screen play, McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, it's Stafford.
And he brings it in off the deflection. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that will keep this a 12-point game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Down to about the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now he'll throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 57 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Going right back to Akers. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kansas City and Juju Smith-Schuster running out for another series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and this will give him the first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. From the 44, Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 40. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The football going back to the Rams now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Robinson's got it. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Stafford.
Pass complete to Akers on the out route.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. on 2nd and 9. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They snap it to Stafford. He's got him in, complete. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. This is caught, and he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Stafford. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll run on the inside handoff. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with
with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Chiefs, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for L.A., the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it.